Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching. Welcome back. Sancta Familia are still here over the summer. It's sweltering outside and we're enjoying the summer heat. I hope you are too. It's been a really busy year for us this year. We've been so much involved with the education project for the anniversary of the Education Act. We've been involved with Rosary on the Coast, and almost for the last 6 months the anniversary of Holy Family Parish. So we're delighted today to be joined by one of our parishioners who has his own special anniversary, George McAleenan. Welcome, George, to the Sancta sofa once again.
Thank you very much, John. It's nice to be here.
So, what is the anniversary you're celebrating?
This is my 20th anniversary of involvement with the small charity Let the Children Live, where we work with street children in the streets of Medellin in Colombia. And it's in September of 1998 that I went to an annual conference of the Catholic Men's Society in England. And the guest speaker that day was Father Peter Walters, who was speaking about his work with street children. And I was so impressed with what I heard from Father Peter that I thought I would try and help him and raise a few pounds for him, but not thinking that that decision I took on that day was actually going to take me to the streets of Medellin and to meet hundreds of little street children. And so in the past 20 years, I've been busy visiting Colombia, meeting the kids and working with Father Peter and on the streets and in the shanty towns of Medellin. And it's been a fantastic privilege for me to be involved with this kind of work. As I said, I never thought I would ever be doing this kind of work. But you never know what's around the corner, John. Your life's going on perfectly well, and then you meet someone who changes your life. And since then, my life has been completely changed. Not only by Father Peter, but also by meeting lots of kids who live in abject poverty. We don't know in Scotland, we know that there's poverty, and we can't get away from poverty in Scotland, but the poverty that I came across, you could smell it. When you see programmes on television sometime about street children, about the sewage kids, but all you see is a flat screen. But once you're there, once you get onto the streets and into the shanty towns, you can smell the poverty.
So you say it changed your life. What has that resulted in? You've been to Colombia several times, on the ground here. What do you do in Scotland?
Well, I do several things. I do a lot of schoolwork over the past 20 years. Before that, very few folk in Scotland knew about this charity. A very small, quite unknown charity, and then I was introduced to it, as I said, and I came to Scotland and I started to speak to head teachers, and I began to get invitations from primary schools and secondary schools to make the children aware of the street children, and also as a means of raising money. And many schools throughout Scotland have been very supportive of my work, and some schools have continued to support it. Yeah. So that's one way, and also some organisations have heard about me and have heard about the work and invited me to give talks.
So obviously this is our parish charity.
Yeah.
Can you maybe give a rough detail of how much this parish has given in the last 20 years?
As I said, in 1998 the charity was introduced to me. About same time I spoke to a parish priest, Father Jim Grant, and to ask Jim if he would invite Peter to the parish. So he invited Peter on the Lent of 1999, and since then our parish, Holy Family Parish, and Father Grant in particular, has been very supportive of the charity, and so far roughly £127,000 has been raised by this parish alone.
Generous, isn't it?
So quite a number of parishes support the charity, but this is the best charity, the best parish. And also Father Grant has made the parish open to Father Peter. So whenever Peter comes to Scotland, if you can't get accommodation elsewhere, Father Grant is always willing to invite Peter to come and live in the presbytery here. So there's a good relationship between Father Grant and Father Peter.
Yeah, so obviously you're looking towards the next 20 years of the charity. What can people who are watching do to help?
What we've started doing in the past year, Father Peter's always wanted to have our own school, but it cost a lot of money. But last July, Peter bit the bullet and said, right, let's go ahead. If we're going to wait till we've got enough money, we'll never do it. So we started our own little school last July with about 19 children in Castle Walsingham. And the first pupils were older street working kids and also young mothers with babies who couldn't continue with their schooling in the normal state school because they had children, or the street working kids were out working, so they couldn't fit into a 9 to 5 school day. So our school now, the school programme revolves around the needs of the street kids and the needs of the mothers. So if the mothers can only come in at 2 in the afternoon to 5 at night, then we'll have an education programme for them. If the street working kids they've got to go out and work in the streets. So we then organise a programme of education to fit round their needs, because we couldn't tell the street kids you've got to come at a certain time. They've got to work.
Yeah, exactly. It's a difficult thing. We can't really imagine it. As I say, you've been there. We can't. Yeah. So thanks very much for coming in, George. And of course, we'll send the link to everyone who wants to see it below on the page, and they can get in touch with Father Peter or yourself to discuss ways to donate and support the charity. And we look forward to continued.
Can I also say, if there are any parish priests out there who might be happy or willing to invite Father Peter, we've got some dates already for next year where Peter is only too happy to come and make a parish appeal.
Perfect. Well, we'll make sure the parish priests are watching and get that message as well.
Thanks very much, John.
Thanks, George.
Thank you.
So thanks very much for joining us again on this church chat. It is still warm outside. I think Brian and myself will be going to get an ice cream pretty soon and get out of the Sancta studios. But be in touch with our page, because over the next few months some big things will be transpiring, some big changes and big developments as we look to progress and grow. Thank you for support and have a nice day.